All right. Well, thank you very much. And um, Prof. Ka and Ms. Kana and Cynthia and all of our panelists, good afternoon to you all. Happy to join you from Addis Ababa. I am sorry if my connectivity might be iffy at some point, so you will excuse the technology, but that's what we're apparently stuck with. So one of the things that I wanted, Cynthia basically talked a lot about, the partnerships that we're into right now in terms of international organizations, and ITU being one of them, who's really, really into the process of making sure that digital skills are available to kids, is one of the institutions that is very much interested in fostering, for example, infrastructure. Simply, South Africa is actually very privileged to have a great infrastructure for the continent, compared to some of the countries in the continent. And one of the issues that we have is simply, if you don't have any infrastructure, then the institutional knowledge honestly doesn't stay digitally. I am one of the, and I have been, since day one of the proponents of the African Research and Education Networks, for example, making sure that things like in terms of partnership, when one of our universities has courses that can, for example, be taught by others, that they can, come together, and those courses could be available online, to universities, other universities on the continent in other countries. So it is very important. What has AI has to do? What does AI have to do with it? Well, AI is very, very important in terms of, what it can provide to youth. Let me give you a little anecdote. In 2020, July 2020, I was still in Washington, DC. My daughter and my niece tested positive on COVID. So of course we ran to the, nearest clinic to see if they were, if it was COVID. They tested positive. So the nurses wanted to gauge their oxygen level. And, they used, of course, an oximeter, small device that they put on your finger to gauge your oxygen level. Well, my niece's oxygen level was down to like 70%. And I was like, well, she's still walking. She came, we came here walking and all of that. And is everything all right? And the nurse, who happened to be, Black at the clinic, said, "Don't worry, she's fine. These devices don't work that well on us." And I said, "How so?" She said, "Well, I guess you have to ask the people who make them." So if you consider that, when we're looking at things that AI can provide, it works with data. It informs our systems. It informs the building of our equipment and all of that. If we do not have not only the infrastructure, if we do not have the recognition that in certain parts of going digital, we may have issues. Our curricula are not going to be informed well. And basically, the future of our kids and the present of us all might be jeopardized, in using certain systems. So it is imperative that on the continent, we get not only the infrastructure that is needed to connect not only the schools, but also, the governments, the people, so that, collection of that data doesn't just benefit other people right now, but benefits also the people that we're really trying to help, the people on this continent. So I will stop here for now. And I hope I've been a little provocative to some of my colleagues with this little anecdote. to really say, you know, artificial intelligence is something that can be absolutely used for our well-being if it is informed properly. So this is also one of the aspects that I wanted to bring because it is very important. And I think it's one of the aspects that are not always talked about. Thank you very much, Colin.